Hey Quinn, obviously not having DeAndre tonight, one of your big defenders, having to deal with Jokic, how do you go about that? Obviously without the traditional adage of next man up.
You don't want me to say next man up? Is that what you're saying?
Essentially.
Next man up could mean you need to grow a little bit. Yeah, obviously with JJ's length and being out, and then Dre right now, but that's part of the NBA season, and if every time something didn't quote unquote go your way, I think that's what we need to dwell on. Obviously, you have to adjust to some of those things, but we need other guys to be ready and try to accomplish the things that we need to get done, and maybe in a little different way. So it puts us back, I think, to execution. Whoever is, there's some things, it doesn't matter how big you are or how strong you are or anything. You've got to focus on those things, and that's true of anybody, no matter who's playing. So I think our focus needs to go to that, that part of the game, and just execute even on a higher level.
Quinn, speaking of other guys, the other night in Philly, no Trey. You had guys like Patty Mills, Trent Forrest, that normally may not see a lot of tick. How important was it to have those guys come in, their contributions, and how do you foresee that tonight, not having Trey playing?
Well, I think anytime you have guys that are out for whatever reason, that's an opportunity for other players in the team, and it shows you, those guys, quote unquote, staying ready. You hear that a lot. It's hard to do, but it's also being ready mentally. Guys stay in shape, but to be able, to find out this morning that someone's not playing, all of a sudden, you've got to be ready to go and got to be thinking that way and keep yourself current with everything that's happening. And you saw that with Patty and Trent, and we need that again tonight. Dre's been, he's taken every matchup as we've gone through the season, and Jalen, particularly on the glass, playmaking whatever his length. So, whether it's Patty or Trent or Garrison or AJ, whoever it is, we've got to collectively pull together and just compete. And again, referencing Patty and Trent, you could feel them. That's what they did. It was good to see, and we need to keep doing it.
Keep to your right. As someone making their NBA debut tonight, watching this game for the first time, and they've never seen the Joker play ever, how would you describe his greatness?
I think he's an artistic player, and his ability to orchestrate a game. But the other thing, I think equally, there's a level of kind of humility with which he plays. It's more than him being unselfish. I think trying to grab onto some things that don't just say he's a great player, because he's obviously that, but he's really unique. So, and I'd say, why haven't you seen it before? Okay.
I know it's only been a few games of it consistently, but you've been using Onyeka and Clint together fairly regularly the last few. What have you seen from that pairing? What does it kind of allow you to do, especially on defense?
Yeah, I think necessity being the mother of invention. As we've had some adversity with some injury or whatever it is, you have to look at different ways to fill those minutes. And those guys playing together during a certain stretch, is something that we've looked at. It's hard to judge that. O had an open three in the corner and missed it. If he makes it, it's a +3, and you look at the box score and you say the lineup's successful. But I'm not really see it that way. I think it's an opportunity for us to put those guys in positions that to this point have been uncomfortable. O doesn't usually pick up defensively out on the floor, but maybe that helps him, in pick and roll defense where there's a switch. So some of it's just, whether it's in practice, preparing a little bit, but obviously we're bigger, which in theory should help us on the glass. You know, that's been a challenge for us at times, but you know, there's not a lot that I'm asking those guys to do playing together than we are when they're playing separately. So it does impact. There's a lot of things that are going on with that as far as rotations and things. Who do you want them in the game with? You know, what are the other team's matchups? If a team's really small, do you want to do it at that point? So there's a lot of stuff that's gone into it, but it is something that we wanted to see, and it was an opportunity to do it where we felt like it could help the team too, not just doing it experimentally, you know.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay. See ya.